Oh, I was ready to talk.
Well, like, don't for a second.
No, I want to.
Shake it, shake it,
Okay.
shake it.
What's up, Shakers?
What's that?
Take two.
Welcome back,
Welcome
Shakers.
back, Shakers.
Shaky Warriors.
Shakers.
That's how I'm feeling today.
No, we're feeling shaky quaky.
Okay, I fuck with that. Shaky Quakey?
Shaky quaky, baby.
That's fun. I mean, aren't we feeling shaky after this weekend,
And
or is it just me?
And quaky.
Shaky Quakey. That's what happens when I walk on a second story. People below are like, yo, Shaky Quakey up there.
No, that's what happened to me when I'm like in any sort of like height situation. My legs get shaky quaky because I'm so scared.
No, same.
Did you see that in Puerto Rico?
No. Immediately no.
Why are people doing this in Puerto Rico, first of all?
Why do you get Puerto Rican news?
I don't know what's wrong with me right now. This is gonna be a long episode.
Oh, God.
In Puerto Rico, population of
Okay.
they do one of those like dine in the air things. Have you seen those? I think they do it in like Vegas too. I don't know.
Hell no.
Oh,
like
yeah.
at the Stratosphere in Vegas?
It's something like that, but it's like essentially like this table, but they're like up, and then there's like a bartender.
Fuck
Oh yeah, it's like
no!
my worst fucking nightmare. Like absolutely not. I'd be up there like crying the entire time. Like, you want me to drink my drink?
No, and for what? Like a quesadilla?
No, like for what? Anyways, there's one in Puerto Rico, which to my point, why would you do that one? And they had a malfunction. And they were all
Well,
hanging.
see, there we go.
They were
Oh.
like hanging 100 feet, like, it literally, the thing was like, almost falls to their death. I was
Okay,
like,
this is so unnecessary. Just eat your food at a table on ground. How it should be. We don't need to be eating in midair.
no, just go to Red Robin and shut
That
up.
is not the right use of free will.
No.
That's not what we should be doing with free will. Sit your asses down.
Can you imagine if any man said, let's go on this date, this really cool
I would
thing?
he would never hear from me
No.
ever again.
Never.
I
No.
would be turning around and he would watch my ass walk away.
No, he'd sit up in that sky by himself.
Easily. You can eat for two,
And
buddy.
I'd see some Puerto Rican article
No.
a month later about how he went down.
What the actual hell? That like
Yeah.
pisses me off.
Anyways, so happy belated St. Patty's Day, which we
Yeah.
celebrated for like 4 days. I don't know.
Oh my god. Felt like it. Well, partied for 1, recovered for
2.
3. 2. I don't even, what day is it? Okay, yeah. This is the
what's
3rd.
Insane. What month is it? What year is it? I don't know. Every day's a blur.
Facts.
Shaking up the game, hosted sports trivia this weekend.
Yeah, it was
As
a good
we
time.
discussed, but let me tell y'all, if you weren't there, you missed
You
a
probably felt
time.
fine on Sunday.
But you missed a time.
It was. I mean, obviously, thank you to everyone who came out.
Yes.
Our friends and family, but also people that we had never met before. So that was fun. Also, a huge thank you to Dino's for hosting us.
Mhm.
That was a good time. The servers killed it. Bartenders killed it.
Chefs.
The chefs killed
Were
it.
chefing.
No, yeah, you said a lot of people at work were saying,
Oh my gosh. People were raving about Dino's food, which we said, so thank you.
yeah, we've said, we don't lie. We know good food, and
No,
this
we're-
shit's not in the middle of the air.
We're big no, we're big backs. Like, I'm not recommending somewhere to go that I don't
Oh,
respect.
God, no. No. But yeah, it was a good time.
We
Big turnout.
packed the restaurant.
Yeah. Nice work.
Nice work.
Nice work. Pat on the back
Well,
for
let's
us.
just say, like, if you missed it, there will be more events.
Totally.
So always check out the Instagram too, 'cause
Yes.
we'll post about it. But once Aria and I were done, we were a little nervous, right? Like, to start.
Oh, just a little.
So, like, naturally we had about like 3 shots to like, settle the nerves. But then, like, the problem was our guests were like, yeah, shaking up the game, lemon
So
drops.
hype. And just kept giving us shots.
while hosting.
And who are we to say no?
No, never.
You can't say no to a thank you.
And a free shot?
Yeah, absolutely
You're out
not.
of your mind. Okay, so then, we get pretty, like, feeling good during it. And then let's just say, when we were done with trivia, after all the work we put into that, we said,
Bottoms up.
it's like when you throw your papers up, like school's out for the
Yeah.
summer. I was like, woo!
No, but actually though, I felt like I was doing homework all week when we were putting
we had
together the
homework all
trivia,
week.
and then it was like done, and it was like, all right, time to fucking party.
It was time to rage. I forgot I had any responsibilities in life. I drank more Irish car bombs than I've ever had in 30 years
No,
of
yeah,
living.
I'm good off those.
and
for
never batted an eye. I loved every single one of them. Like
Totally.
it was my Coca-Cola protein drink.
No, they were
concoction.
yummy
They
and
were
like
great.
what? That's
Yeah.
not really our vibe, but
No.
yeah, I'm good off those though until same time next year.
Yeah. See you there next year. We'll redo that. And
I love St. Patty's Day. It's literally my favorite holiday.
yeah, it was a fun time.
I think it's because it's just like, fuck it, why not? Everyone
Yeah.
just drink.
Well, thank you everyone for coming because that was a time. And if you missed it,
There will be more,
yeah, but I'm
so
sorry.
don't miss it again. You kidding?
We will be announcing something fun for April.
Yeah.
So stay tuned.
Yeah. We're popping off this summer. We're gonna have a lot of events.
We also have big news today.
Big news.
Big news for the big backs.
You can now wear big back apparel.
Why are we country today?
I don't
You
know.
can now order
You can now
big back
shop.
in your straw hat.
Oh, should we add that to the shop?
Dude, we should put a shaking up the game cowboy hat.
Yeah, that's so on brand for us.
Dude, how about some boots?
Yeah,
'Cause I'm going
yeehaw!
to country concerts this summer.
Oh God, I'm losing her, you guys.
Yeehaw!
I'm losing her.
I was listening to Shabuzi radio on the way to work today.
Oh, that's
I
fun.
love Shabuzi.
I do too.
Yeah, he's a vibe.
No, I love him. He's
I'm-
fun.
In all seriousness, Shaking Up the Game officially launched our merch.
Woohoo!
Woo woo! And I just
First
have
merch
to
drop.
give the biggest shout out to Ol Red.
Oh my God, is that me? Old Red, dude. What the fuck?
Ol Red, known as Sam Darnold's sister, also known as Connor McDavid's.
Oh my
cousin.
God.
I'm just kidding. Ari Settles. You
Thank
killed
you.
it.
Thank you. I appreciate
Ari
that.
could be like a graphic designer at a company and just like run laps on these hoes.
Yeah, I feel like in a different life, I could have gone to college and done like graphic design, but I just didn't know that was something that I loved to do.
Okay, so for this life, then we'll keep it with the pod, and I am just going to milk it.
Yeah, yeah, no, you should, because
Okay.
I actually like doing it.
Okay, well, I'm really proud of you.
I feel like I like doing it for us more than I would like,
Come on,
you know.
this is our business, and we're
Yeah.
about to blow up.
That's on
The
the
big backs are
please.
about to blow up.
Big back blow up. I mean, fuck.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
No, yeah, that's kind of something that I like found out that I think I like doing, like with my interior design business.
Yeah,
like
vibes.
I was like, wait, I love doing like the Instagram stories and
Yeah.
like all of that stuff,
Yeah.
like just the graphic content. And then I was like,
Well, you know, Shaking Up the Game is reaping the benefits of that. So thank you. Thank
You're
you,
welcome,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
And you can find the merch on our bio, link in the bio.
Mm-hmm.
Swipe up.
I'm so pissed they took away that feature
I
on
know.
Instagram. Like the fuck, that was so fun.
Who's texting me?
But yeah, we have hoodies, crew necks, t-shirts, hats, and some other
and cowboy boots.
undisclosed items. I'm kidding. A thong.
Oh my god, can you imagine?
Thong and boxers. No, I'm just kidding.
Anyways, check it out. It will be the first of many drops.
Yes.
And like that's what your friends are wearing this summer, so get with it.
But yeah, a lot of you people are asking how to support. Even if you don't listen, I don't give a shit. Wear that. Wear
Oh
it.
my god. And it's like you're welcome because it's cute.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, let's start this week with some Major League Baseball updates because
Dude, we got like a week.
we have like a week.
What the hell?
Where did the time go?
I don't know. I'm still thinking it's January.
Where did spring training go?
I don't know. Did you watch a game?
Yeah.
I think I watched two.
I
By watch, I mean put it on my TV.
I watched that Cubs Mariners game.
That was lit. Speaking of, wasn't that like
Yeah.
a record spring training game attendance?
Yep. Record for both the Cactus and the Grapefruit League. at 16,161 people.
Yeah,
we were together, remember? And it was on the TV. And I was
Yes.
like, dude, this looks like a regular season baseball game. It
Yeah.
is packed.
Yeah, it looked insane. It literally looked like a typical baseball game in like July.
No,
It was
amazing.
and we were like, wait, what the hell? But I mean, I guess people really want to see the Mariners and getting. I think it was mainly for the Cubs, but
No,
we'll take it. We'll take anything that we can get.
we'll take it. And can we just like take a second, because we've talked about the spring training being in Arizona, which is your Cactus League, and then the other league being in
Florida.
which is called the Grapefruit League.
Do grapefruits come in from
No
Florida?
idea. I'm questioning that name.
Yeah, me too. Couldn't you do like Palm League?
I know. I
I
was
feel
thinking,
like there's a lot of
Palm
palm
Tree
trees.
League.
I don't
Or
know.
like Beach League.
No, like some
Or like
humid
Hurricane
league.
League. You know? Grapefruit.
Almost about to fall up the country.
Yeah, like
League.
Shark League.
Crazy weird news stories league. Because all that weird shit only happens in Florida.
No, every like natural disaster happens there.
Yeah, anytime I see a weird headline, I'm like, gotta be in Florida.
I think just the Humid League.
No, that's what I said.
Yeah, I love that.
The League of the Humidity.
The Muggy League.
But nope, Grapefruit League.
Okay, so after spring training wraps up, the Mariners are placed 5th in the MLB Pipeline's new farm system rankings. Which, you know, notoriously, we are told that the Mariners have a great farm system. I feel like we hear this every year.
That's like our biggest
our-
accomplishment.
That's our claim to fame.
Every year.
Yeah, I mean, we're a great farm system for, like, the MLB.
No, yeah. If you want to better your career, you come to the Mariners, whether that's younger or during your career. And when you leave, you will pop the off.
Yeah, it's upsetting.
It is upsetting.
Yeah, well, the Mariners have 7 top 100 prospects.
Okay.
Ties the Cubs for the most in baseball.
Oh my
and
God,
all
is this-
7 of
wait,
them are hitters.
Wait. Sorry. I see a vision.
Yeah.
Mariners Cubs World Series.
Probably, honestly. Like, but my thing is, all those prospects aren't, like, playing
No.
in the majors.
No.
So,
It's just
but it's, like, great in theory.
oh yeah, like cool, but what is that going to get us to playoffs?
So, Logan Gilbert announced as the starting pitcher for opening day.
Yeah.
Fun also update from the Mariners. Are we bringing back
Dude,
the commercials?
yeah, I think we're bringing back the old iconic like 90s and 2000s commercials.
Love those.
They're cracking me up. And
Yeah.
you know what, Mariners? Give us everything with the playoffs at this point. Give me hot dogs from heaven. Give
No.
me bobbleheads. Give me fireworks. Give me the iconic Mariners commercials.
I saw they're gonna come out with some fun bucket hats
Ooh.
this year. Yeah,
They saw the Seahawks one from last year and was like, oh shit.
fire. But like, just stop with the like bucket hats with like Hello Kitty on it,
Or like tie-dye.
yeah.
I
I'm just
see-
like,
I see
want
them doing that.
I want something like I can wear.
No, that's always the problem. Like some of the giveaways, I'm like, we need somebody young and a little hip
Yeah,
to
like,
be
where's the hip stuff?
on that team, which
mhm.
respectfully, but like I'm not wearing a tie-dye bucket hat, bro.
No.
No, I already look like a fucking rainbow with my red hair and a teal jersey. And then you
Yeah.
put on a tie-dye hat.
Tie-dye is so not for you.
No, I'm not.
So not.
No, do I look like a hippie?
Uh,
I came from one. Shout out, mom.
Yeah, both. of
And
your
dad.
parents are hippies.
But
that
that ain't my vibe.
so loving though the commercials are coming back.
Yeah.
So good vibes going into next week. Again, we're gonna stay optimistic here because like all
Totally.
we can do is just wait patiently and see what we pull out. I think we're still looking for a second baseman though. Word on the street. I know one.
I do too.
Few good options. I mean, we've been screaming it.
Yeah, also at this point, like, can we just pick up someone off the street?
Huh.
I mean, it's not like we want to pay anyone.
No. Like we're offering free
Free
play.
opportunity to
Free
dress
play.
up in a Mariners uniform
Try
and
out.
sit your ass out on second base.
I basically tried out to be a second baseman when I was
You
a ball
should.
girl.
You should.
They made us sit on the field and take live ground balls.
As if you're catching balls in the middle of the field?
No, like I sat where I sat in a
Oh.
game as a ball girl, and they did like
Oh, like tryouts.
it was legit
legit.
tryouts. Yeah, you got like 5 warm ups, and then they hit you 10 balls that you were graded on, and then they hit some like off of the wall, so they would see like how you played it off the wall, you know, because you gotta like
Yeah.
play the bounce so you don't disrupt the whole game.
No, totally. And look like an absolute dweeb
Yeah.
running and chasing around the ball. God, I
One
could
time-
never.
One time I did look like a real dweeb, and I'll out myself right now, but there's one team, Houston Astros in the MLB, that uses the left field ball girl to warm up their left fielder.
Oh.
So, like, you know, instead of
Okay.
the guy coming out of the dugout and warming
Uh-huh.
up, like, they play catch with the ball girl. And so they'll usually come up to you before the game starts, like, by the dugouts and just be like, hey, you guys are cool with this? And we're like, yeah, you know.
Why don't they?
Why does anyone else do that?
Yeah.
I don't know. They just always
Is
were
this
the
how they're
team that
able
did
to
it.
pay their players? Because they're
Dude,
not
I
paying
don't
someone to do
know.
that.
I was like, I hate you for a lot of reasons, but that one is pretty cool. But anyways, and then also fun fact, ball girls switch halfway through the game.
Oh.
Well, actually, they don't do ball girls anymore. So, like, this is in the archives. Because, like, now they have guys out there. And it's like, we can't have one thing.
Oh my God.
That's for another discussion. But I started the game on first base side. And you know baseball. It takes hours. So I hadn't played catch in about 2 hours till the game got to the middle of the 5th inning when I switched to left field.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so it'd been 2 hours. Arms cold.
Oh,
Arms been
no,
sitting
yeah.
there cold. As
Yeah.
hell. It was probably a night game, chilly, you know? I go to the left side. There goes the left fielder for the Astros. Whew. All the way out there. I was so nervous and my arm was so dead that I spiked that ball right into the ground.
No, I would be pooping my pants.
No, and he started laughing. I was like,
As one would.
really sorry about that. Just give me a couple warm-ups.
Sorry,
Like,
I'm not warmed up.
No.
Do you guys put your pitches out here not warmed up?
No, it's
Come
so
on.
disrespectful. I'm
Respect
like,
the ball girl.
I've been sitting over there cold for the last 2 hours.
and bored.
twiddling my thumbs. God.
Oh my God, I can't. No, I'm like getting secondhand embarrassment of just even the thought of me running around chasing foul balls.
No, dude. Every single time I worked, I was like, top 10, not 10. You know, like, not top 10.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, that can't happen to me.
I would cry
Ball
if I saw
girls
you on
used
Sports
to-
Center not top 10.
Top 10, not top 10. I used to say it to myself like a thing. Top 10.
No, I
Not
would
top
literally
10.
look like a chicken with its head cut off, like
It's
running around.
fearful.
It's so fearful.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Anyways, the Major League Baseball has also outdone themselves this week, causing absolute chaos with their, like, what we call city edition hats
Oh
for this
my
season.
God, bro, I'm
Or, like, you know, because, like, basketball does, like
the new
these
era
diff-
caps
the
every
new
year.
eras, yeah, they, like, do different
Yeah.
styles, you know, just trying to get people to buy the caps.
Yep, because it's all this country does.
So it's a new...
Buy this! Buy this! Buy this now! We're even gonna.
your new era cap fits you perfectly fine from last season? Well, here's another.
And it's ugly, but still buy it.
Okay, so the hats now this season are like the team's name on the
Mhm.
hat, and then in the middle of the whole name, it's like the main letter or like symbol placed in the
Ooh,
middle,
Smack dab in the middle.
smack dab, like right there. Well, obviously, whoever was like proofreading,
Yeah, I'd say so.
like proofreading the merch, forgot.
Either isn't getting paid enough or not at all,
No.
or said, yep, that looks good.
So Texas Rangers removed their hat.
Yes, they were removed from stores. Because Texas is TEXAS,
Uh-huh.
obviously.
Mhm.
Well, where the big old T is right in front of the X, so it comes or is read as tetas.
Yeah.
Which is also known as tits in Spanish.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would fuck with that hat
So-
now. Now all of a sudden I'm a Rangers fan.
You know,
Why are we pulling that?
So many fans were like,
Wait,
but
no,
that's why I wanted
that's
it.
why I want it.
I wanted it to say tits right there. Because it's
Titties!
like, you know the Rangers kind of played them with that. They were like,
Totally.
we kind of suck, but like we'll have this hat.
Fuck
so,
yeah.
Like, you should be
The
into
Texas
this.
Titty Rangers. The Texas Titties.
Anyway, so like they're pulled, but I'm like, do they get a redo? Like,
I
what are
don't
we
know, but
doing?
like we should probably redo every hat. The
Yeah.
only one that it works for, I feel like, is Chicago because there's a C in the middle.
Well, and like the Angels one is questionable because it also like kind of looks like
Ana! Anals.
It looks like anal. So, I don't
No.
know where we missed in the approval of the hats this year, but that's so Major League Baseball.
No, that is so Major League Baseball.
Like, what are we doing?
I don't know. This is like
Make baseball fun again.
they're like, you know what? We need views. We need people to get tuned the hell into baseball this year.
No, literally.
Let's put hats that look like it says anal and tits.
Oh.
Bingo.
Baseball's not boring no more.
Nope, that is America's sport, baby.
America.
Yeah, so they missed the ball on
Well, I mean,
literally missed the ball on that.
dude, but the Texas hat saying tits,
No, it's so funny.
because that's our state. That's America's state.
Tits.
Yeah, tits. Grab her tits. Why not? You know what I mean?
Grab some balls, grab some tits.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. This is like taking a turn, but like they did it.
No, they
presented
did it.
This. We didn't present that hat.
No.
That wasn't my idea.
No,
But
but
like,
but what I know?
should we add that to the merch drop?
Yo, I will cook something up.
Dude, Cook it up.
Okay, another thing that we can laugh about that's not our organization that we
No.
root for.
Oh God.
We think T-Mobile Park prices are a little up there.
Oh yeah.
The
questionable?
Dodgers
Yeah.
Stadium
What are they doing?
raise, which okay, honestly makes sense because you're paying how much for all those damn players? I'm kind of like we need a
But
salary
isn't,
cap.
Like, Magic Johnson like funding them from his like savings account?
Well, could he slide a couple mil over here if he's
No.
just willing to just willy-nilly give it to
'Cause
everyone that
I
can play
don't-
baseball?
I don't understand it.
Like, fuck. Anyways, Dodger Stadium price increases.
Okay.
$35 for a beer. $15 hot dogs. $11 popcorn. $13 soda in a Dodgers cup. $28 pizza. An $18 ice cream helmet. I saw that and I go, you know what? T-Mobile Park, you don't look half bad anymore.
No, and we have like ramen and pizza.
Dude, did you see
and
we're getting
sushi
teriyaki
and
now?
Teriyaki and Din Tai Fung and
Oh, yeah, we got-
Moto City Pizza.
We got 5-star dining at the
No,
park. It fucks.
Dude, it's kind of weird. If you have never ate at T-Mobile Park, why do we have gourmet kitchens?
I don't know.
Someone
Honestly,
was there for the first time. I was like, "There's a Din Tai Fung in here."
oh yeah, and I remember I was at the game last year when the kitchen set on fire. And the fire alarm was going off at the whole park, and we're sitting up in like 300, or actually no, I think we were in suite level, and like we heard the sound and like saw the pitchers, like everybody starting to like gather on the mound, and we're like, oh, are we doing a pitching change?
Yeah.
And I think we were doing a pitching change, but then it lasted like a really long time.
Mm.
And we're like hearing the music, but then we also were like, wait, is that the song or is that a fire alarm?
Oh yeah.
And then we start like looking around and like seeing like in the lower level like the flashing and stuff.
good.
And then
Oh good.
see like a thing on this and we're like, why is there a fire at the T-Mobile Park right
Okay.
now? And then I was Snapchatting a friend that was on the first level that was sitting like right by DTF, and they're like, bro, the dumplings are on fire.
Damn.
I was like, what the hell? Well, why are we have
shouldn't do like live
No.
Korean BBQ.
feel like hibachi chefs down there?
Oh,
like,
you're, like flipping in hat.
oh, third inning, bases loaded, don't care, watch this shit. I mean, still entertaining.
Like,
no, yeah, it's crazy.
Okay,
but yeah,
okay.
they're bringing teriyaki apparently this
so
year.
Dodgers old iconic like stadium, but like now the prices are crazy. I've been there before. I understand it's
Really?
like, very nostalgic. Yeah, when I lived in Arizona and drove there, but
Oh,
I understand the like this nostalgia of it.
yeah,
But like, kind of-
$28 for.
well, and it's like
pizza?
really outdated.
Oh no, yeah.
So it's like,
I don't know. It's like Green Bay. It's like, do you fuck with it or do you like maybe put on some cushions on those
no,
bleacher
like,
seats? Like,
okay,
how
so
nostalgic do we need to be?
that's where I'm at. Like I draw my line with my nostalgia.
Can't you leave the bones?
Okay, shout out to T-Mobile Park. We'll be buying, I won't complain. And I'll be 5 beers deep before I walk in. So it's fine.
Totally.
That's fine. How many people now are getting creative going into Dodger Stadium, sneaking in God knows what, God knows where?
You have to because 35. I mean, what do we pay at T-Mobile? It's about like $18.
Yeah, it depends what you get.
$35 for a beer?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Beer ain't that good.
No. No.
Like baseball park beer fucks. Like that's a vibe.
Yeah,
But $35?
absolutely not.
Be so for real.
Okay. Football took over our week last week, and we have some updates. And we just
Yeah.
need y'all to know that Aria and I, shaking up the game,
Manifested.
manifested.
So we are ordering a citywide thank you.
You're
from everyone.
welcome. You are welcome.
No, yeah.
Specifically last week, we were joking on the episode and announced that the
Joking
Rams,
with high hopes.
high hopes, like really glass half full.
Yeah.
This is crazy. We announced that Cooper Kupp, wide receiver for the Rams, had been released, and we were like,
Come on. Bring it on home.
"Seattle."
Bring your ass home.
And sure enough, Cooper
He's
Kupp.
coming home.
Coming
Coming
home.
home. Tell the world he's coming.
home. Make it, right?
No, literally. Born and raised Yakima, went to Eastern, and now playing for the hometown team. It sounds like you should have done this, 9 years ago whenever he was drafted?
Yeah. Well, okay, so Cooper Kupp signs a 3-year, $45 million contract with Seattle. He was officially in Seattle as of Tuesday, today, while recording this. Signed the contract. Was even wearing a Pearl Jam shirt, which is a band from Washington. And,
He looks Washington.
he just looks so
Him
Washington.
and Sam Darnold look like they live in Queen Anne.
No, they both wore flannels.
No,
They
yeah.
got the memo. Cooper
Yeah.
Kupp's like, I know how to dress here. Ain't no more
Totally.
LA for me.
No.
Yeah, and we talked about this last week, kind of joking, but in all seriousness, like you said, grew up in Yakima, which is like, for those of you that don't know Washington, is about the size of this studio.
I'd say it's the armpit of Washington. Is that fair? Respectfully. Oh my God.
So
Yeah.
respectfully.
No, I know a lot of cool people that live there and stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing against them.
No, I just would never live there.
I have no business living amongst apple orchards.
No. Great
That's-
wineries though.
No, yeah. That's it.
Grew up in Yakima. We were kind of saying this. Him and his wife met in high school. So, like, she's also a small town.
cute.
Like, everything. And so, when you are thinking of these deals, he obviously played in LA his whole career.
Yeah.
Was on the West Coast. That probably was still, like, realistic for his family.
Yeah.
Now, being released was, like, I mean, they said flat out that they didn't want to be released. Like, that was not part
Right.
of the thing. And then when team started talking to him, he was kind of asking for a high price. It was narrowed down to pretty much the Dallas Cowboys, the New England Patriots, ? And the Seahawks. We're looking at it like, duh. You
Yes,
know? But I do think that him being from here,
That totally played a huge part.
obviously. I mean, like, why? He probably doesn't have many years left in your career, and like, are you gonna uproot your whole family
All the way to the
and your
East
Yeah,
Coast.
the East Coast is crazy.
Like the Patriots, like that would make sense, like honestly, for the team.
Yeah,
But
No,
like
totally.
personally,
That's what I
like
mean.
you've been in the league that long, and then you're just
that's what I
Oh
mean.
my
I
God.
think like we obviously won this deal because of the personal connection.
yeah. And funny because
and
the
$15
Cowboys,
million a year.
the Cowboys reached out the Thursday, so we had made that deal on last Friday.
Mhm.
The Cowboys had reached out to him on Thursday, and apparently CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott were like on the phone with him, like quite literally begging him. And the Cowboys just didn't want to pay him that.
Yeah,
And so I think that he probably would have gone to the Cowboys.
yeah.
But because they wouldn't pay him, shout out Jerry Jones, he's in Seattle. And I think that we kind of had a feeling like this is actually a very possible outcome.
Mhm,
Like, oh my
mhm.
God. But then it's also one of those things where it's like,
You never know.
God, can we really pull this off? Like, after the week that we had releasing or trading Geno Smith, releasing Tyler Lockett, trading DK, we were like, what's going on?
Right,
Like,
right.
what is our offense? We get Sam Darnold. We're still like, we still need a good receiver. Obviously, JSN is great, but he can't catch every ball.
Right.
So I think it was like, God, can we really pull this off? And then when we did, it was like,
No, I was like,
holy
no
shit.
way.
Oh my God.
Everyone's
We
like,
did it.
DK who?
We did it, Joe. We did it.
No disrespect here, but if I have to see one more damn thing about DK getting engaged to Normani, I'm going to lose my effing mind.
I will say, I think that is one of like the funniest things to me when players get traded somewhere, they get a big contract, and then they propose. I'm like, so you were just waiting for a fat check?
And I'm like, also, like, she's richer than you.
No. I
So,
know.
like, what was the... And he's like, hold up that rock, baby. She's like, I bought it myself.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Just like, I don't want your little
And I
Pittsburgh
just think
money.
it's funny. There's a part of me that really does think it's funny because people were like, I didn't even know they were dating. They were dating for like multiple years that he was in Seattle.
Oh,
there
yeah.
was nothing ever posted about her.
No.
And then now all of a sudden we're with a new team. We get engaged. She's at the signing. She's at the press conference.
Like, was she ever at a Seahawks game?
Dude, I'm like...
Now that I'm thinking about it, like, was Normani literally in
Yeah.
our presence at
Yes.
Lumen Field?
Yes, but there was something
where was
about
that?
DK, like, hating being in Seattle that, like... He's like, I ain't even going to
Such-
bring my girl around
That
here.
was such a weird behavior.
No, okay, thank you. I'm like, I understand like the timing of her being there because they just got engaged, but also I'm like, y'all been dating for years. I've never seen you in Seattle.
Yeah, no, like literally not once. Like honestly, when I saw that news, I was like, damn, I forgot y'all were dating.
Yeah.
Minus those black and white photos that I've seen with him and Russell here about 106
No,
times
this
the
is
last
what
month.
that's what I'm also saying. Like, get it out of my face,
No.
honestly.
Get off my screen.
Like, give me Josh Allen and Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. Okay, another wide receiver that the Seahawks pulled out. Marquez.
Yeah, Marquez Valdez Scantling.
Why does Marquez just doesn't roll off the tongue?
Because I don't think I know a single person named Marquez.
Marquez Valdez Scantling.
I think it's Marquez. Now you have me double.
I know,
double
right?
guessing
It's just
that.
one of those. Signed a 1 year up to
MVS.
$5.5 million deal. Adds to our wide receiver depth. Not a bad pickup.
I don't think so. He won 2 Super Bowls with the Chiefs. He is familiar with our offensive coordinator, Clint Kubiak. He played with him in New Orleans last year. I don't know. I mean, it's a cheap deal, so
No,
why
I don't
the hell
pick them
not?
all up.
He is also known as the MVP magnet.
Yeah, this is why I need him on my team.
Yeah, I'm little interesting statistic, and I don't know if this is just like right place, right time.
Yeah,
But,
but
like-
so he's got good juju.
No, yeah. So like 2020 and 2021, Aaron Rodgers got the MVP. He was playing with him those 2 years. The next 2 years, he was with Patrick Mahomes, who also won MVP those 2 years. And then last year, he was on the Bills for a hot minute, and Josh Allen was the MVP last year.
Okay.
So Sam Darnold MVP season loading.
Yes. Wouldn't that just be the turn of events? You know what
Okay,
I mean?
you know what? I'm not going to completely rule it out. I know I sound delusional,
Oh,
but strictly because this is how the Seahawks work sometimes.
dude.
When we traded Russell
Cooking.
Wilson, the whole city fell apart, including me a little bit. And I was like, oh my God,
No, I
like,
know.
what are we doing? Our franchise QB, bye.
Bye. Have a nice day.
And then all of a sudden we play against him the next year, and he's absolute ass with Denver. And
Oh
it
my
was
God,
like,
that was hilarious though.
oh.
That was like the sickest pleasure of all time.
No, exactly. And I'm just like, I mean, like, I don't know. I'm not going to totally
I'm
rule it out.
kind of really optimistic about the Seahawks.
I
this
am
season.
too. And I don't know if it's just because it's just like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. Like, let's just
I'm like, we
roll
come
with
out
it.
balling.
No, and I'm like,
Okay.
okay.
How many Cooper Cup jerseys are they gonna sell?
Dude.
1 billion?
Yeah, probably.
No, like 1 billion.
Another good signing, I think.
Mhm,
We'll
mhm.
see.
No,
DeMarcus Lawrence.
this is the energy I need.
Yes, a 3-year deal for $18 million, guaranteed up to $42 million. He is a defensive end for the Cowboys for the last 11 seasons, so he is older. He's been
Yes.
injured the last couple years.
Mhm.
That's the only downside. Other than that, he's a 4-time Pro Bowl. He has the fucking energy.
He's got the
that we
energy
like.
and he hates Texas.
He
Just kidding.
yes.
He
So
likes Texas
beef
because
alert.
He's from there.
Beef alert.
Yeah. He's one of those million guys.
Dude.
That's Texas forever.
Born and raised
know?
playing Texas football.
How
I want to play for America's team, the
How
Dallas
many Friday
Cowboys.
night lights? I get you guys are from
No.
Texas. Texas forever, okay, Panther? I know it. But, like, we gotta get the out of Texas.
No, yeah, and let's go somewhere completely opposite and come to Seattle, baby.
And, like, go visit your family in the off season. Like, respect
Totally.
that. That's totally fine. But
Keep
we
your
don't need to
mansion.
stay with Texas. And
So
this-
he quite literally said in an interview, Dallas is my home, but I know for sure I'm not going to win a Super Bowl there.
that part.
Said that in an interview, which I think is like the second you get traded and you say that, you're like,
No, in an interview
Ha.
too at the VMAC first day on
Yeah.
the job, signed the papers.
Yeah,
was
they're
in
just
there
like, how do you-
talking shit. And
Welcome
I'm
to
like,
Seattle. And he was like, fuck that place out there. I'm in it.
And
I got
we're
left
like-
in the tank.
we were like, absolute perfect signing.
Absolutely.
I'll take 10 of them right now.
Perfect. I'd like 10 more. And then Micah Parsons, our favorite podcaster.
Please, 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 please. She's being sarcastic. Let's not get
Oh yeah,
that
we do
twisted.
not want to get that twisted.
No.
Mike P tweeted, quote, "This is what rejection and envy look like. This some clown shit."
In response to him saying that
Yes.
they're never going to win a Super Bowl.
Yes. Lawrence then replied, "Calling me a clown won't change the fact that I told the truth. Maybe if you spent less time tweeting and more time winning, I wouldn't have left." Mic drop.
Where's Drake?
Where?
Put it in a song.
Put it in a song right now. Put it. Come on.
Bars.
Bars. Are you
Bars.
kidding?
No,
Maybe you
okay,
spent
but-
less time tweeting. Should have said and podcasting.
No, because
And more time winning.
We've been saying this. And also, Micah Parsons, you might as well die on this hill with them. Because
No.
what are you defending, to
Well,
be honest?
And my thing is like, okay, and he's not wrong. The Cowboys have not been to the NFC Championship since their Super Bowl season in 1995.
yes, and you're paying your quarterback $60 million. It's
Exactly.
embarrassing.
And it's like, okay, like you guys maybe had like a couple decent years the last couple years minus last year. And I feel like you guys have potential and then that just went whew.
But the
Well,
thing
you're not
is
winning
here-
while Jerry Jones is there. And so Micah Parsons, you're just getting older and older and older. So at some point, are you
and more irrelevant.
going to leave the Cowboys and
Yeah.
then look like an absolute clown and have to walk back on everything that you've
Yeah.
said?
Yes.
Because that's funny. And it's
I
going
just
to be even
don't-
funnier because it's all on a podcast where we
Right.
can pull
Why
up
are
clips.
we 10 toes down for the Dallas Cowboys? I don't understand. Like, what blue Kool-Aid were we drinking? Because I honestly do not understand it.
It's got white
And he's
white
beca-
cowgirl boots and stars all up in that
Dude.
blue Gatorade.
No, it's insane.
And a little yeehaw,
When
meemaw.
when your cheerleaders are better than you and more famous,
No.
it's so awkward.
They're drinking that yeehaw meemaw juice.
Meemaw. I just don't understand dying on the the Dallas Cowboys hill. It just doesn't.
I don't either.
And like Micah Parsons, I'm sorry, but you're becoming very irrelevant
Well, it's one of those things where I'm like, can
as
you
a player.
now, like, you are a good player, but like, shut up.
But you're wasting. But what I'm saying is, he's becoming irrelevant in the sense that you're wasting your career.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, at some point
Exactly.
it's got to give. So then also just like cool it on the responding to people in the tweets and stuff.
Well,
Like,
that's the shit where it's
go
like,
do something else.
now
Like,
you're
maybe
just-
get the squad together and run some practices in the off season.
and it's so funny because to me, like, DeMarcus Lawrence's comment that wasn't at Micah.
No, that's what I'm
That
saying.
was just
This
at
man-
the
this
organization.
this
Have not been
man-
in the championship game in over 20 years.
That's undisputable.
Exactly.
Micah Parsons bleeds blue and Jerry Jones.
No.
Like, I don't get it.
No, I'm starting to
And he's
question
shitting
things.
stars. Like, I don't like understand this loyalty. What did him and Jerry Jones what did him and Jerry Jones do together? That they're like,
I'm not going to
did we
answer
commit a
that.
crime?
I'm not going to answer that.
No, because I don't get it. There's something going on.
No, and I don't like it. I'm sick of that rodeo.
It's like at all times he's like, I'm watching you. You know what I mean?
No, and he probably has alerts for every single like athlete that tweets or something, and he's like,
So let's
"What'd they say?"
No, literally. Let's wrap this up with a kudos. You know, he's making me eat my words too. John Schneider, shout out, general manager for the Seattle Seahawks, who's absolutely
Cooking.
Cooking.
No, frying pan and all.
okay. We just have to say this is hilarious. So John was at Dino's this weekend. Shout out to Dino's. After we wrapped up trivia, and like Ari and I maybe were just a little too far gone. We didn't want to have another combo because who knows? what would've-
I ain't gonna lie, I forgot.
No, we forgot for sure, but he was kind of in and out. It was pretty fast. But someone we know did go up to him, 10 sheets in the wind, and just looked at him and said, legend.
I forgot about this.
No words other than that. He looks at him and goes, legend.
Wait, what was his response?
He goes, happy St. Patrick's Day,
No.
man.
I already know who it was.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was great.
You know
And
what?
He's absolutely right.
I'm
He's
glad I didn't
cooking.
go up there because I would have been yapping.
No, you would have been so yappy.
There's no way I would have just walked in with
For those
one
that
word.
don't know, Ari is the yappiest drunk in the nation. I had to pull her away from these two geriatric men at the bar.
They were fun.
No, they're so fun, but like there was other things. We had 60 people at this bar, and you were
Well, I'm with them all the time. I see my boyfriend all the time. I see all you guys all the time.
Oh my god! I was like, girl, we got other things to do here.
Well, one of them worked for a wine distributor, so I was trying to help us out.
Mm-hmm. Anyways,
Pour
John
myself
Schneider is cooking, and the Seahawks went from Geno and DK at 70 million a season to Sammy D and Cooper Kupp for 40 million with a second and third round pick, saving about 30 million there alone.
Like, that is
And
smooth work.
That allows us to invest in the offense. I know everyone's just on the edge of their seat about the offensive line.
Oh, yep.
Okay,
Me.
but including us.
I've been
but
for the last 10 years.
I think we had a little signing already. Again, we have 5 picks in the top 100. Like, I think we just need to, and we still do have young guys that weren't ready last season.
Right.
We had injuries last season. Let's just
Let's
just take it down a notch.
We've re-signed a lot of good players. We re-signed Ernest Jones,
Yep.
Jared Reed.
Yep.
I mean, Leonard Williams is still with us. Like, we have re-signed a lot of good players, and I feel like also by saving us, like, people are like, oh, we're overpaying for a slightly better quarterback, and why'd we trade DK when we just get Cooper Kupp? And it's like, bro,
No, we're cooking.
we just saved $30,000 and
million.
$3 in a bag of potato chips.
30 cents.
See, I'm in my tax bracket.
Oh, that's okay. That's when we were like referring to billions. Remember, we were like, he owes 40 billion. So people are commenting. We're like, it's 40,000. I was like, you're right.
They're all out of my tax bracket. I don't know. Once I see 40 and then I see that an M or a B or even a T, I
How
go,
many zeros?
"Ah."
6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know.
It's all the same. It's out of my reach. But we're saving all that, and we got 2 draft picks.
Yeah, I know.
Like, we're cooking.
Let the man cook.
Let the man cook, and he has to, because I feel like he has to cook this year.
No. People are ready.
Yeah, so.
Okay, couple other
Kitchen's
notable NFL deals. Well, we're just waiting for old ayahuasca Aaron Rodgers to decide what he's going to do, because he's currently holding the Pittsburgh Steelers hostage, which
Quite
is
literally
just hilarious to me. Doing another dramatic, like, not making a decision type of thing.
He said that
And,
he might,
like-
or I don't know if he said it, but, like, the guys were literally saying that he might quite possibly wait until draft,
I know.
which is end of April, folks.
Yeah. So basically, like, him and Russ are, like, going for the same quarterback jobs here. Like, the Giants, the Browns, and the Steelers. Like,
Yeah. Do you think that they, like, if someone would have told them that, like,
No.
5 years ago?
No. No, dude.
Oh, it's
This is what
hilarious.
I mean. And what I'm also curious as to what we haven't heard at all is, like, are the Steelers just, like, not interested in Russ at all anymore?
I'm so confused. You guys just got DK. DK and Russ, like, literally, like, make out every day.
No,
like that. And, like, they
that
do.
would be some connection.
They do have a good connection on the field, and like
And
he
off.
wasn't, and I don't know, and like he wasn't awful last year.
No.
Like
He was.
uh,
You guys thought he was better than Justin Fields. So you
Yeah.
started him.
I am just so confused. Like just
What was the whole point? I don't get the whole point.
I don't know. I'm like so sick of like the not like just who's our quarterback? Let's
I know.
wait until the first game of the season. You know what I did see actually? It was just super funny. It was this thing where I was like, what if in the NFL we didn't do like off season, like tell people when people are traded and stuff, and then no, you just find out the first game of the season, and everyone comes out on their new teams, and you're like, yo, whoa,
I would
like
love
Cooper
that.
Kupp, whoa, we got him. Like how
I don't know
funny
why,
would
but
that be?
all I'm envisioning is Happy Gilmore at
No.
the beginning where he's trying out for the hockey team. He doesn't make it. But they are announcing it on the ice, and the players have to, like, you
No,
either
like-
made it or don't.
No,
They'd be
yeah.
like, okay, here's the Seattle Seahawks. They're like,
No,
Sammy D? And he'd be like, what?
Like imagine being the Steelers and being like, okay, we got Russ and DK, I think, and then Aaron Rodgers comes out like it's first game of the season, and you're like,
In, like, a
fuck.
cloak.
No.
and like earrings and
Oh.
looking like Jesus.
Just to snap
Smelter
his,
ready to wreck your
just
shit.
to snap his Achilles.
Oh my.
4 snaps
When
later.
he walks in.
Ha! Psych! Sorry, guys, again, give me your money. I'm going to fuck up this organization, too, while I'm at it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways, we'll keep you updated on NFL news, prepping for the draft that will be late April. And keep your eyes peeled for a little shaking up the game NFL draft party extravaganza that we're just going to slip in here. Let's get into some National Basketball Association.
Yes, the National Basketball Association.
Basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way you dribble up and down the court.
Something that Seattle doesn't have.
No. We have zero basketball men's teams. Okay, don't come for
Oh my
us. We
gosh,
know we have the
yes.
Storm. Like seriously, when we talk about not having basketball in Seattle, I don't like that people are coming for us about the women's. We know.
We know.
Why can't we have both?
That's not the
has,
issue.
Everyone else has
The issue
both.
is that we don't have the Sonics. That's the issue.
I
You're getting carried away with other bullshit.
I like the Storm. I don't dislike the Storm. I will value the Storm. I'm like,
Yeah.
It's not one or
Give
the
us
other.
both.
We can have both. It's just, that's fine.
Don't piss me off right now.
No.
Okay, who you got for MVP so far?
SGA.
Shy.
Speaking of Supersonics.
Yeah, so he plays for the Thunder.
Yeah.
Kind of hate rooting for them, but like,
They're
fine.
Do they play that at the games?
Thunder. They would be idiots if they didn't.
No, like what marketing team if you don't? But like, can't say I'm
Ours.
ever-
Okay.
I know I was gonna say, but I'm never going to.
Hell no.
You know,
Jokic though is playing outstanding.
I just like he just doesn't.
Are we
value-
getting fatigued? Voter fatigue.
Yes, I'm getting voter fatigue, and like Jokic doesn't want a trophy. He wants a new donkey.
Okay, so here's my hot take about
it just
this guy.
really doesn't affect him.
Did not like him for the last.
I
don't
know you
forever.
say this all the time. You love him.
But now I'm starting to like him.
No,
He's funny.
I don't dislike
He's a
him.
weird dude.
I'm saying he just doesn't give a shit if he wins MVP.
That's why it's so funny to me because this guy looks so unathletic.
No, I know.
So ugly when he plays basketball. He's just like
and
down
that's
the court and
completely
just
fine. But
and
like,
he's like killing it. I don't
feel
get
like
it.
if SGA won MVP, he would like hang it in this like monumental.
No, for the
like,
record, I
thing
want
above
SGA to win.
with like a light shining down and like all
Totally.
this stuff. Like Jokic probably has them like in a box.
He's
in
like,
storage.
another one. Nice.
Yeah, like while he's riding his horse and his like, you know what I mean? Like it just doesn't hit the same.
What if he like plays it so cool in the States and then when he goes back home he just has this huge room and he's like sits in front of it every day like I'm the best.
I wish. I don't think he's like that, but I wish. I wish he was
I
like
don't
the
think so
like
either.
the ruler of his country. Like I don't see it, but
Unlike those two successful
yes.
organizations,
Yes.
let's talk about a non-successful organization.
Yeah, in the great
Once more.
state of Texas.
Let's go back to let's go back to Texas.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna title this episode Texas.
The Dallas Mavericks are still
Down bad.
down
Texas.
bad. Like as if this Luka trade could not get any worse. They are still dealing with repercussions. They could be forced to forfeit games. Dude, laughing at that's insane.
You know what I do need to know? Can I ask you something here?
Sure.
Are Luca's like comments on people's stories real? Have you seen all those?
No, but I wish.
Okay, so wish.
No, because I saw one at first and I was like,
Dude, it looked kind of real.
What's
like
that?
Luca like comments on like Dallas Mavericks players and like get out while you can. Like horrible like organization. I'm like,
I can
please-
send you a black car
please
immediately.
Don't be AI. Please don't be AI.
No, yeah, they could be forced to forfeit games due to injuries and NBA salary cap rules. And I was looking into it because I'm like, well, can't you just have like people from the G League play? And like, dude, even their G League players are injured. And I'm like, what is going on over there?
What training staff?
Okay, so then I started seeing all these like conspiracy theories,
Okay.
which I'm not a big conspiracy theorist,
But
but
they doing
they're
this on purpose?
yeah, they're entertaining. Okay, we have to admit, conspiracy theories are just entertaining. You don't have to go down the rabbit hole and believe them. But one of them is that the owners want to move the franchise to Vegas because of gambling and profits that can be done in Vegas versus Dallas,
Yes,
Texas.
Yes.
And so, like, that's a theory. And another theory is that the NBA views were down, which obviously we know has been a thing this last year, 2 years. And that Adam Silver forced it to happen so that Luka plus the Lakers equals views. And I'm like, you know what?
Both of those.
Both of those could be.
Oh yeah,
Could be true.
I live in America. I'm not above a conspiracy because like I feel like I'm living in a simulator.
Exactly.
Like-
That's I read these and I go, you know what?
My life can't be real.
No.
So like I mean, you know, this country can't be what it is. But
Like, how insane.
The first thing I do read is if that happened, Dirk and Mark Cuban would absolutely start crying, and I don't know what they would do because they like live and die with the Dallas Mavericks. Like it's
Well, Mark Cuban fucked up.
no fuck.
He should not have sold that, as we can see.
No.
I mean, I don't
and
even.
he's like been genuinely upset.
Oh,
about it.
totally.
Like,
He's like, I would have never traded Luka. It's like, well, yeah, anyone with a single brain cell, I don't think would
and
have.
so was like Dirk.
I don't think like witness protection can even save Nico at this point.
No. Okay. So then can we also get into the fact that like literally at the game still the fans are like chanting like fire Nico,
Yeah.
who's their general manager.
Yeah.
And even the players now in the press conferences are like, can we be done with this fire Nico stuff?
Can we stop?
No.
No, we're just getting started until it happens, bro.
Because the funny thing is here, folks, I'm paying to go to the game.
That's the thing
Like
where
with the players,
I'm like,
I'm really sorry because I do feel bad for everyone that's still on that team. Like Klay
Thompson,
oh
I
my
feel
God,
super bad
please
about.
Get him the F
I
out
feel
of there.
I'm like, you should have just stayed with Golden State.
Couldn't have been the bigger downfall for them. But like fans are like, one, you upped my ticket price, and two, I'm in the
Forgot about
building and I
that.
lost my team, so I'm gonna yell whatever.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but the players like telling them to stop is a lost cause. We need to.
That goes
That idea
in one ear,
is-
out the other.
yeah,
I'm
no,
not listening.
We're gonna get out of that.
Yeah, no. And Anthony Davis is getting reps in the G League, which is standard for injury. But like, let's just call it at face value. They traded Luka for a G League player.
They traded Luka for Glass, and he's in
Like,
the G League.
It can't get worse
Well,
than this.
Glass is in the G League. It
Yes,
makes so
that's
much
what
sense.
G League actually stands for. It's Glass League.
Is he playing against Bronny yet, or what?
God, if they would let him, but he's just dicking around at home games. Good
It's so
God.
funny to me when he has like one good game, like scores like 17 points, like literally the nation like loses their mind.
They're like,
I'm
oh my God, that's my Bronny.
No.
I'm like,
That's
is
my,
it?
That's
Is
my,
it though?
That's my Bronny is sick.
One more injury
Just to cap it off.
report for the Philadelphia 70 Poopers. Okay, honestly, the Suns have completely failed this year, but
Yes.
we can't be worse than the 76ers, right?
No, I mean, well, we could be, but like the demise is like simply for the Phoenix Suns. Like you should have never fired Monty Williams. Like
Totally.
I'm just gonna, and then there's some like sort of vibe issue, and I think it's really the coach. Like I've read
Yeah.
for the Phoenix Suns that they might fire their coach now to save Kevin Durant and Devin Booker from wanting to leave this offseason, which I'm like, oh, is that an option? I would have done that 2 months ago. What do you mean?
Why did we fire Monty Williams?
Why did we
That's-
fire Monty Williams? Anyways, but like the demise of like the Philadelphia 76ers
No, it's insane.
and the Dallas Mavericks is like a different ball game.
So Paul George is out for the season.
I would be too if my cohort Joel Embiid just like didn't ever want to play. I'd be out too.
The amount of money that they have spent on these players is asinine for them to just be.
In the training room. They need to go see Deshaun Watson's little therapist and
Ooh.
just get all put back together.
Ooh-wee.
You know?
On top of that, I saw a video that 76ers president Daryl Morey says that they use AI when making team decisions.
We need to stop this. We need to
So
stop this.
and I don't know if other teams do
and they
that
drive
or not.
Teslas.
No,
Because like
like genuinely, I don't know if other teams do that or not, but I'm not saying it, whatever we're doing right now when
Mm.
your organization is absolutely falling apart because
No,
now
I'm
you
not,
look
like,
dumb as hell.
I'm not like outing
What are you
my
using?
secrets.
The free version of ChatGPT?
Mhm.
Should we sign Paul George? And they're like, yeah, hella money. Even though he's always injured, go for it. Playoff P. Like, what? What did they do something about Joel Embiid?
Yeah. Yeah. They said max contract.
Knee surgery? No.
No.
Pay him.
Max contract.
Best player in the
now.
league.
Give him citizenship right now.
And he has to play for the USA Olympics, whether he wants to or not. So he can't play for the season.
Even if it's in his home country.
No, like, genuinely, were we using
I
ChatGPT? So
Okay.
anyone can be like a
No,
GM,
we're a GM.
president?
Let's run through the current Eastern and Western
insane.
playoffs. Eastern, Cavs at 1, Celtics at 2, Knicks at 3, Bucks at 4, 5 Pacers, 6 Pistons. That hasn't changed, like, at all.
No.
The Western Conference, however, OKC number 1, Houston 2, Denver 3, Lakers 4, Memphis 5, and Golden State 6. The West is switched up just a tad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Phoenix Suns are officially out. That's besides the point.
Yeah, what? We don't need to talk about that.
I know. We're not. Anyways, we still got a ways to go, but what basketball is now underway is your March Madness. College basketball. Brackets are set. Games are starting. And we will have college basketball to talk about for the next month.
Oh, yeah. Yippee. I need to start
Yeah.
looking up some players' names.
Yeah. Yeah.
Figure out where's St. Mary's, where
It's the same question every year. Where's St.
Davidson?
John's?
Where are they? Literally.
Where's Creighton?
Where the hell are these schools? Where do they
Where's
come from?
Gonzaga?
Okay. don't.
No, how many times are we going to listen to the announcers butcher Gonzaga this season? Probably like at least 15. 'cause
At
that's, like-
least. At least.
But I'm like, is that not in your like first prep meeting?
it's not like it's a random school. They're
Pronunciation.
known for being good at basketball. They're
Only.
in the tournament every year.
Only. They don't have football. It's only
No,
basketball.
literally. Like,
Yeah,
we should know that.
we should.
Wow. So we don't have any, like,
So brackets were set this past week. We don't have any picks yet. Give
Okay,
us
yeah,
like next
'cause I-
week. Next week, Ari and I are gonna come with our like picks after like seeing a few games. You know,
Okay, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we're gonna randomly pick our bracket, obviously, like based off vibes.
oh, yeah.
That goes without saying. I might go Grand Canyon all the way.
Okay, fuck it. Why
go
not?
Lopes.
You
We've been to a Lopes game.
We sure have.
Oh,
We sure
that
have.
building gets rocking.
They do. I
Don't
appreciate the
come
vibes.
a-knocking.
No,
Yeah.
I appreciate the vibes.
No, they have crazy vibes.
Yeah, no, that was super. That was fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm.
When I saw their
don't
name in, and I was
know.
like, well, shucks. Yeah, you didn't make it then.
Yeah, was it? It's
Okay.
crazy work. But,
The women's tournament, though, is about to pop off as well.
Juju.
Juju. I need the same attention for Juju as y'all
Facts.
forced on me with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese.
Quite literally. Because-
Obviously, they all deserve their flowers, but I'm like, we're not even talking about Juju, and she has now the college or the NCAA's all-time leading scorer, taking over Caitlin Clark's
Yeah.
record
Yep. In the
After-
for her
for
first
two
two seasons.
seasons.
Yeah.
in her first 2 seasons. that
Yeah.
record, yeah.
Like, why?
No, she's insane.
I feel like we should be
Is
hearing
it
more.
like literally we're just not hearing about it anymore because we are not doing the Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese like
Reese?
narrative? So like now we can just like barely talk about Juju.
I don't know, but I'm like, let's talk about Juju.
No, because your narrative of like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese fighting all the time like was so boring.
That's not what we're here for.
No, and I
Like-
was like, we've heard it like 500 times.
Literally. Okay, so are they like gonna be? Are they like projected to be winners or what?
USC's women,
Yeah.
yeah, Juju and USC women were ranked number 1.
I'm assuming UConn's up there. So where Paige Bucker's plays.
Yep.
UConn's probably up there, huh?
I know UW women's basketball made it in for like the first time in a while. I think since like the Kelsey Plum time.
Oh, go girls!
So yeah,
Don't think there was.
No. Did they have one? Anyways, March Madness games will also be played at Climate Pledge, as we've said before, at the end of this month. And so we'll, like, have a better idea of who those teams are if you're looking at your brackets now.
Basketball in Seattle.
Yeah, so we gotta go to those.
Fun.
Yeah. It's been really
Sheesh.
great catching up this week.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, okay, I got to go. It's been great catching up.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting sign off.
Well, you know, it has been great.
It has been great. Same time next week?
Dude, same time. Every Tuesday night, I'm booked with you.
Keep up with all other, I don't know, if any NFL trades happen, some other NBA news, another player gets hurt, who knows. Stay up to date on
Make
Instagram.
sure you're checking out Shaking Up the Game on Instagram.
And TikTok.
And TikTok. TikTok's be going crazy. It's
Yeah,
at
that's...
Shaking Up the Game pod.
Yes.
But really, TikTok is where, like, a lot of fun happens. And
Yeah.
interaction with, like, other people.
Yeah.
And YouTube, and Apple, and Spotify. You can find us on them all.
And
Please go check out the merch.
Please go check out the merch. I slaved away.
And get your summertime ready fits.
Yeah, start repping.
We love you guys.
XOXO.
Shakers.
Shakers.
Shaky quakey.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it.
Shaky quakey.